Let's just see whether everything is looking good. Yeah, looks good. Let's just share the screen. All right. All right, all right, all right. Just let me bring this here so that I can see. Guys, can someone confirm if everything is loud and clear? You can hear me. All looks good. Yes, lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. All right, let's start off with seeing where we are in the markets before jumping in. All right, so Nasdaq has already swept basically where did it go? Cool. MNQ, yes, there you go. So we have already swept previous day high in the Asia session, and obviously this is again a massive rejection based off your Chinese news. So China basically came back and said that, hey, we don't care about all your tariffs. We don't give a shit. So those were their words, that they don't give a shit and they just don't care about what the tariffs are. So NQ is not looking too good. NQ is looking very, very bad. What you should keep your eye on though is the new week opening gap right below. So this price area is what I will keep my eye on if we go there. For this is for throughout the day, by the way. And if we start heading lower, we'll basically be able to frame a trade from here in the later part of the day. So that would be the area that I'll be looking for. That would be the area that I'll keep my eyes on. So let's see. And what am I opening? So yeah, new week opening gap right over here. That's it. Perfect. So that's where my eyes are. That's what I'm looking for throughout the day. If we go in there, how do we react in there? That will basically tell you what can happen in the coming few weeks, not just right now. Like, can the market keep going lower? Can the market go higher from here? What can you expect to happen? So very, very crucial area for me at this point of time. Looking at the 6 hourly time frame. Now, people will say we are getting rejected from this fair value gap, right? For me, it's not just that. For me, it is the daily impulse range that is there. So if you look at this whole price action, that is your daily move down, right? That's the daily push down. If you look at the daily chart as well. So this was the daily push down into the range. That was the massive range up top into the discount area. Now, what you need to keep an eye on is how do we close this candle? Are we getting rejected from that daily range and going below the 50%? If so, that would say that you will make a new low now, right? That is the indication that comes from the market, that a new low will be created. So I'll keep an eye on that. I'll try to see what do we exactly get in there. I don't like the place where my video is right now. So let me just fix that. Yeah, better. And go in. Much better, I think. And this is better. Yeah, now I look good. I was like cut in half for some apparent reason. Now I look good. Alright, let me bring you guys back in so I can read the chat. Alright, so by the way, any questions, anything, just feel free to ask and let me know. Let me see if the stream is working on here. Oh yeah, all good. We have 12 people watching. So nice. And all of them are just sending, what the actual fuck is pump fun? Naked people. Hey Guziner, how are you, man? That guy is just sending naked pictures on Pump Fun. I'm trying to see how this thing works. It's just crazy. They're gonna just make my videos be shit. Alright, nothing. Let's get back. Early morning, I don't really want to see that. Now, the main thing is, we basically have done a change in state of delivery. At the close of this candle, this will be confirmed. That would indicate that the price wants to head lower. Now, it's a very confusing time to be trading NQ. I'll be very, very honest with you. If you want to trade NQ right now, you're basically creating a problem for yourself. You just need to be like, where does this market want to go? This market can head higher on one news and this market can head lower on the same news. right? After the massive dump on Friday, yesterday we had such a bullish reaction, we had such bullish price action that it was amazing. Everyone was happy. As of now, hard to trade this price. 5 minute price is like 50. Exactly my point. Like, how many contracts are you going to trade? It's just impossible for us to kind of control this. It's very difficult. It's just difficult. It's as simple as that. But yeah, my perspective right now would be we have swept all the liquidity down below. Do we go for previous day low or not? And then basically dig in our head into the new week opening gap. If we do, that's a good trade to have. If we don't, then do we start inversing? Like, even if you invert, let's say, all of this price range and you want to go long from here, your stop loss is 159 points on the 5 minute chart. It's what range are you trading? So it's very difficult. I'll be very honest. I would rather want to go short here than long because the stop loss is massive. So maybe this is going to turn into more of a no trading session, but more okay. Again, the range is massive. Like, I can't put my stops right over here, which will be 16-point range. I can't put stops right over there. So even if I put the stops right over here, that's $50 move on gold. That's 1% move. Oof, it's tough. Maybe let's see if we can get something on the lower time frames. I mean, I would love to go long on gold if we can sweep the Asia low, maybe, instead of going short. If we can sweep the Asia low and show a reversal sign, maybe a long over there makes more sense than a short, even though on 5 minutes I can see that there are two back-to-back fair value gaps, which can give us like, a retracement till previous week high, which looks good. I mean, a lot of people would like to trade it, so would I. It's just that the stop loss is so wide, it's very difficult to kind of make sense of where you would place your stops, because normally I would want to place my stops above this candle to be on the safe side, but that's a $40 stop loss. I am not trading that. I'm not taking that trade. Sometimes it's best to stay out of the market than to stay in it and just to trade it, be like, oh, I'm going to make some money. It's sometimes it just doesn't make sense to do all those things. All right. All right. Let's see Nasdaq once again. What's it doing? It's difficult. It's difficult to make a decision. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If we get an opportunity, we'll jump in. If we don't, we don't. That's completely fine. So not so much concerned about all those things. Now this back-to-back fair value gaps, this could basically be a trade where we'll wait for a rejection, put our stops here, aiming for previous day low. Possibly this could be a trade which we could look for. I don't mind this. So yeah, let's just wait and watch what's happening over here, what's gonna happen, how sort of price action comes to fruition. Yeah, once that happens, we'll see. Talking about gold, we are going close to sweeping. We have swept the previous Asia low, so that's out of the way. Asia low is swept. Now let's see how we react here. Do we start going down? If we do, then it is what it is. No trade for me then on gold because the range is too big. But like, shorting gold just is difficult. Oh, look at this candle. This will be massive. So on gold, as we have been talking, right guys, look at what I have done here. Let me just clean it up a little. So gold has now achieved its first target for me. That is the 4,000 area. That's the acceleration gap from here and the extension. It has hit into the acceleration gap target over here. So very, very close to it. So that is basically lining up at 42.43. Once that's hit, for me, gold would have done what it wanted to. Like beautiful price action. So yeah, you'll need to start thinking about maybe going, a bit bearish, if not in terms of massive correction, but in terms of a smaller correction, just so that you can be placed in the market correctly. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about gold right now. Okay, so for gold, if we can do a change in state of delivery right above this, I might take a long. So I'll wait for a close above that candle. So on the 2 minute, not on the 5 minute because of the range. So what I'm waiting for, we have swept Asia liquidity. Can we basically invert this fair value gap and start trading above this? In that case, this will become my order block that would have swept the liquidity down below for Asia. So this is currently the order block. It is currently the order block, so we can mark that. So this will be my order block, and my position will look something along these lines. So close above this 27 point stop, and then obviously a new all-time high in the making then, which it can do today, to be honest. I'll not be surprised. So this will be the sort of trade I'll be looking at. Guys, when you're live, like, do you see any delays? Like, how long does it take for what I told you to appear based on what you're seeing on the chart? How many seconds delay is there? Tell me so that I'm aware of what's going on. No lag, that's good. Yeah, because in the preview that I see on the screen, it basically just a tad bit, I would say. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Lovely then. If it is straight up perfect, then that's good. I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, I'm basically going to wait on gold, guys. Yeah, that's good then. I'm going to wait on gold. I'm going to see if we can basically invert this order block and turn it into a breaker block, and we can trade from there. So aim will be to see a closure above this wick. Once we have a closure above this wick, I'll enter and I'll aim for 2R from wherever my entry is, and that would be me. Like that's the trade I'm looking for. On NQ, I have no freaking idea as of now. I mean, maybe this could be the trade. If we get rejected, whatever wick we get rejected from, we could take that and we could target the 200%. So let's say we get rejected somewhere around here and we do a change in state of delivery here. So that would be a 2R trade to the 200% of the fair value gap. So let's keep an eye. Let's keep both sides open. Let's be smart and not be too proactive in regards of, not too impatient in regards of the trades that are coming through. That way we at least secure ourselves. Like, okay, fine, we could have a loser, but at least we would have followed all the rules. By the way, I filled my journal earlier, so I did not do it right now with you guys. Normally we'll be doing it together. I was just setting up, other stuff, and just got delayed, and the gym got delayed, everything got delayed. So yeah. All right, let's see. So yeah, I'm liking this candle as of now. I'll still, as I said, I'll want a close above this wick. So till the time there's a 2-minute close above this wick, I will not enter. And the stops will be stops will be this low because that's the Asia low swept. So yeah, I'll just wait for that. So not yet. Okay, let me just make it our friend. Also, guys, one more suggestion. If you're trading Apex, don't trade Apex with this volatility. It's problematic because, Apex, they are just mad. Uh, and it's best to kind of trade, you know, Top Step, Funded Next, all those guys when this kind of volatility comes in because their rules are better. Really? Let's see. Thank you. Kumar is like my assistant. I just love him. Because I can't look at all the charts and he keeps looking at other charts and let me know what's going on. Guys, do welcome Sohail. He is the guy who makes those lovely videos that we are seeing right now. Po, Kumar, Daisy, Sohail is our guy, I think. He's the I think he's the guy. I'm not sure. Sohail, are you the guy? So New York AM low is not gone here. Okay, yeah, yes, there is an SMT. There is an SMT, so yeah. Then I will basically, I'll throw away my, I'll throw, since there is an SMT, I'll throw away my, thinking of it's gonna go lower. But does it really matter? Like, okay, think of it like this. An SMT is an SMT until it is not. Any divergence, RSI divergence, MACD divergence, any divergence is a divergence until it is not. So if the price shows, push towards the downside, it might not take long for this small price action to be covered and New York AM low to be swept. As of now, yes, there is an SMT, but well, we have not even created a new higher high, so I'm not so concerned as of now. Gold did not close above the order block, so still waiting. Perfect. Who all watched the video that I did yesterday? A 4 minute video, just 4 minutes of your time. But it will have a great impact on the way you think if you do it properly. If you basically understand what I wanted to say, it will have a major impact on your thought process. I don't know. No. So there is this tiny fair value gap. Nice. I'm doing, so what I'm planning to do is basically create because see, strategies and everything can be taught and they can be learned anywhere, like any fucking where. If I can learn, I think anybody can learn. That's how I see it, right? What I want to offer and what I want to bring to this world of YouTube and influencer and all that shit is very simple thing. Psychology, like what should be your mindset? What should be like a mentor's job is not really just to give people trade. That's not what I think it is. A mentor's job is to tell them exactly how they should think, how they should trade, how they should feel after a loser, how they should feel after a winner. So what I want to bring is not really just education. Like I can tell you my strategies, but if I don't teach you the psychology, if I don't teach you how your mindset should be, it's not going to work. Like no strategy is going to make you profitable. Like that's the baseline. That's how the world works. That's how trading works. Trading is not about strategies. Trading is about, because if you toss a coin, you have a 50% chance of winning heads or tails, right? Let's say instead of head tails, I go long short and I toss a coin. It will basically give me a 50% chance of having a winner. But the problem that we will face most of the time is our mindset during that is going to have a major impact. So not just in your trading life, in your private life, in your work life, everywhere. So yeah, that's what I want to kind of give to the community, give to people who will watch these videos, like create like daily, not daily, maybe weekly, twice a week mindset series where we basically talk about what things impact you, how can you improve those things, smaller details, and just make your life easier. It just becomes easier for you to kind of make decisions and remove those bad things, and not just tell you what the bad things are. Maybe so as of now, I'm just trying to mention what the bad things are. In future, I want to give you ways to tackle those bad things. What can you do? Small changes in your lifestyle, some small changes in your normal day to day that can change the way you think, that can change the way trading impacts you, or losers impact you, or winners impact you. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys. Hopefully that is what you want, and that might change the way you trade. And or hopefully, not hopefully, and otherwise I'm wrong. You needed a strategy, and I was giving you mindset shit. Hmm. Okay, I want to see what happens here. I don't mind this price action. Kind of risky, but I'll see what happens here. If we close below this, I'll short this. The move, like when we close below this, not yet though. So we'll wait for a closure below, and then we'll decide. Gold is not able to close above that, so yeah. So this is like my 2 minutes breaker block strategy, which I normally use. It's basically simple. A liquidity has been swept, and then the market basically turns the breaker order block into breaker block and closes below, and you just short and you aim for 2 hours. So over here I'm aiming for 5 hour, but it will basically go down to 2 hour. Just over, I'll just aim for 2 hour right over here. So even though I know there is liquidity lying below, I will not go for that liquidity if this setup appears, because the strategy has been back tested for 2 hour, not for like 5, 10, 20 hour, and I don't care about 5, 10, 20 hour. If I get 2 hour, I'm happy boy. I'll just dance. So yeah. So yeah, let's wait. The next one, by the way, the next video is already in the making, uh, for for the psychology series, and I hope you like it. It's gonna be posted. It's going to premiere on Monday, so it's going to be called Mindset Monday. What I've decided. Every Monday you will get a new video for my psychology, trading mindset, and all those things. And so just yeah, keep the notifications on for Monday, and every Monday most likely, if nothing serious happens and I have the time, every Monday is when you will get the video. So this one is now out of the window. This is accelerating higher. Now our eyes should be peeled on this one, and imagine I just want to short, and the market just goes higher again and again. When can I take a long? I have no idea. I mean, if we go back inside the London Q1, so we go back in here, maybe I'll think about a long. Sohail, you made it. You didn't just watch it. I hope it's the right Sohail. Sohail, you are the right Sohail, right? Imagine there's a guy who's sitting there and watching this live, and he's like, my name is Sohail, but I don't even know who the hell you are. And there can be multiple Sohail in the world. So Sohail, tell me, are you the right Sohail that I think you are? Come on, you can say yes or no. Just say yes, or say no, or say maybe. Yes, he's the right Sohail. So guys, yes, De-risking into CPI? De-risking what? Not really. Yeah, you don't need to de-risk into a news. You don't need to think like that. As in long-term holders, why would, like, these are futures, guys. Okay, think about this. These are futures, right? The futures market, there is nothing called de-risking or, all that. In futures are mostly used for hedging. So we retail traders have turned futures into a money-making cow. Logically, futures were for hedging. They were to hedge against certain things. So why would, okay, let me give you an example. Why would an IB trade a future? What is the reason they trade future? So let's say I have bought shares of Google, shares of Tesla, and shares of Microsoft, which are going to pay me dividends. And obviously, I just love them. They're beautiful, they're amazing, and I just love them. Gold dumped. Okay, what can happen here now? A proper sweep now. I will now keep my eyes. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to keep my eyes on this now to see what happens here. A close above this and stops below this. And again 2R, guys, nothing more, nothing less. So I'll get back to the topic I was discussing. Okay, so why do people trade? Why do IBs or hedge funds? No, they basically put on risk, so they trade futures to make money. But mostly IBs, the people with big money, like major money, they trade futures because they own those stocks and they want to hedge themselves. Now Nasdaq is built up of those companies, and Nasdaq overall has a good, let's say, a lot of Google or Microsoft or Nvidia, right? Now they are getting dividends from those companies, so they want to basically position themselves to not lose too much money if that bet goes against them. So what they can do is either they can buy options, right? They can buy put options and say if the market goes down, I make money. They're hedging themselves, or they can short the index itself. So if the whole tech sector goes down and Nvidia goes down with it, obviously it will, they make money as well. So their risk is reduced. So since the future margin is so high, they do not need to put in too much money to be able to buy that insurance policy. So it's all about insurance policy. There's nothing else more than that basically hedge funds are doing differently. Oh, sorry, IBs are doing differently. So yeah, just my 2 cents on telling you guys what really happens in the world of finance when they are trading all these things. Okay, so stop loss now will go here if we do this. But yeah, we'll just wait. We will wait for confirmation. No entering trade before the confirmation arrives. So we'll keep waiting until it does. All right. So this is doing well. Let's see what happens. We'll keep our eyes open to both opportunities. I mean, I don't want to short gold because I don't think I have the risk to reward to short gold. NQ on the other hand is looking good if we can close below that. So yeah. Guys, can you hear me breathing? Am I breathing too loud? This mask is shit. I tried the other mask, it was good. Let's see. I wanted to close lower. I wanted to close below this order block. Turn it into breaker block. Slightly. Okay, let me fix it then. what all I have to do to basically make sure my identity remains the way it is. But one day when I have I become successful, like majorly successful, the best influencer in the world. I have like 3 trillion, no, they're not even the population. Okay, fine. 1 million followers, not 1 million, that's a lot. 100K, okay, 100K subscribers, I'll do a face reveal. Oh, thank you. It's fucking expensive, this haircut, bro. And I only had to get it done because my wife told me you look shit. And I'm like, dude, you married me. How can you call me shit? Like, this guy is your choice. Like, you decided to marry me. If you regret it, it's not my fault. It's so rude, right, ladies? I just don't understand. Let the guy be the guy. Like, let him live his life. Now, we guys are like that. We don't like to groom ourselves every single day. And by grooming, I mean take a shower, for example. I don't want to, so I don't want to. That is me. I just want to live like a dirty asshole. It's my choice. It's me. Yeah, exactly. True. Alright, so this guy is playing with our emotions. I still want it to close below this low. So if it doesn't close below that low, there is no trade. In terms of gold, he's playing with our emotions as well. So yeah, we'll want it to engulf the whole price action, close above this. Before that, there's nothing to see. I'll just wait. Okay, 43 seconds. Let's see. Let's see if we get this opportunity. $29 seconds. So the stop loss is around $40, 40, $50 maybe. Oh, not you, bro. $40. Okay. So 3 seconds I'm gonna go in now. So I'm in. Stops will be above this high and we will aim for 2 hour. My entry is 2470. What the fuck? 702.25. So aim for 2 hour, guys. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's not make it complicated for ourselves by aiming way too high or way too low and then crying about it later. We'll take the first TP at around London low, not before that. So we'll take that as the first TP and then we'll see what happens from there. Okay, let me get you guys back. Gold keeps tanking for one day. I mean, gold. If you say gold is tanking, I'm gonna kill you, bro. Look at gold. This is fucking parabolic shit. This thing doesn't stop. This thing doesn't know what to do. Like, people who bought Bitcoin were thinking this is going to happen. Yeah, but that's fine. You'll have those corrections, right? You'll have those things that will just like, when the trend is down, you just take shots. You don't even longs. You don't think about taking shots. So if gold gives me a good long, I will take it. If it doesn't, then it's a risky trade. Even though it might fall and give you the best setup, it's just still risky. It's as simple as that. Like for me, this is like a calculated risk, right? You're taking calculated risk. You're making sure the risk is in play. You're not overdoing it. But with gold right now, taking a short is just crazy. This might be stopped out, which is fine because it is calculated risk. It is not like we are over betting anything. We are just making sure we are in the market. We are just making sure we are doing what we should be doing. So yeah, oh, I opened extra contract shit. Okay, I need to close some. Okay, I've closed one contract. I by mistake opened more than what I should have. So I've closed one. Let's see how we react inside of these. So that is now turned into a breaker block. A retest of London Q1 low has been done. If we go higher, that will basically give us an indication that it's a good long then. So we can go long from there, but as of now, no. Yeah, the 5 minute looks good. That's a good closure. Let's see. We are in a trade. We'll take that trade. We'll take it how it goes and then decide. Wow, that's a beautiful candle. So if we get stopped out on this and we start trading above this, I will be happy to take a long. I'll not joke. I'll take a long if we do that straight away. Look at the reaction on gold as well. Okay, that looks fine. So New York PM low gone. Gold is looking good as well. But that stop loss is going to be really wide. Wow. Yeah, let's see. Gold, I don't know. Gold, I would want the New York AM low to be swept as well. Like all the liquidity to be taken before I do anything on gold. So let's see. Let's keep our eyes on it because there's nothing I can trade as of now in this. And if I take this, 2R is going to take me to new all-time highs, which can happen. The way gold's been trading, this is like not a bad deal. This can happen. And did YM take the low now? Oh, still not taken. Hmm. Wait and watch. That let's see what we are in the trade. So let's see what happens. Nothing to get too worried or excited about. Yeah, the last candle was bullish. The 5 minute candle. Like I honestly like this 5 minute candle. To take longs overall, but obviously I would have loved to see more, like in terms of longs, a bigger reaction. But still, it was a good, beautiful candle. 2 minutes also, the last candle was beautiful. But now we have retested the breaker block, so this would be the area where you will say, okay, now the price needs to get rejected. And as of now, it's doing what I want it to do. So let's see. Let's give it a couple more minutes and see what happens. So yeah, wait and watch. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Any questions about the trade, guys? Anything you want to know? Anything you want to understand why I did what I did, and then we can. Otherwise, we can carry on doing what we are doing, chatting. This is a fucking. There's nothing in that candle. Okay. Question is, when do you decide to use rather 1 minute or minute to analyze your chart for entry? Well, it depends on the strategy that I'm trying to use. So I have a 2 minute breakup block strategy that is only on 2 minutes. I don't use it on any other time frame because my backtest results for that on the 2 minute is been very good. So it has a 65% win rate on a 2 hour trade, which keeps me profitable. So like overall, if you take 10 trades, it's 65% win rate will basically make you on 2 hours. So that will make you $25. You lose $4 out of it, right? So like the calculation goes on like this, right? That's the calculation. Uh, so that's on 2 minutes. Whereas even if I go on 1 minute or 3 minutes, that basically alarm. So if even if I go on 1 minute or 3 minute, the win percentage reduces to 40%, which is still profitable, but there's a massive difference in the win percentage. So I don't want to sacrifice that. It just doesn't work, like, it's not good to sacrifice 20% win percentage. That's 2 trades as winners, so no, out of 10. So that's the 2 minute strategy. When I'm trading London and if I'm trading the London session liquidity, I will always stick to 5 minutes. Even in London, I try to stick to 5 minutes, and I don't use breaker block strategy mostly. But today the price action has been so erratic and the movements have been so much that 5 minutes the range is massive. The stop losses are massive. So some people will say it doesn't matter. Some people will say it matters. You can manage it by your contract size and all that. But for me, what matters is, do I expect the market to move to my TP? Like if the market has moved in one direction with power, will it reverse and move to my TP with the same power? And if the TP is 150, 170 points, well, it's difficult because it might or it might not. There's like a might and might not thing that comes into the picture, which is why I'm coming down to 2 minutes to find a trade on NQ. So that was for Cuisinaire, and Nico is saying, are we not deep in premium right now and we should go a bit in discount and then drop? Well, okay. Where are you in the market? Let's go. Why did I go short, right? This is the 4 hourly chart. I went short. This is the 4 hourly range. Okay, this is the 4 hourly range. I have just broken above the 50%. Okay, look at it and think of it, what's happening here. I've broken above the 50% of this impulse range down, right? Got rejected, made a massive bearish candle, broke below the low, gave a change in state of delivery. Now I'm retesting the 50%. We could go higher, we could go like to all-time highs if we had to. But the point is, I'm already on the higher time frame, I'm already below 50%. What should be my next target for that? This low. I should be going for this low. Like if I'm basing it off that discount and premium, I have this new week opening gap which will support price, but all I'm targeting is, okay, maybe you'll not go that low, but can you go to the previous low that you created? I mean, can you give me 2 hour? So we are not targeting that, these areas, 450%. We are just saying that, hey, can you give me the 2 hour? So that's why it's fine. I mean, yes, you want to do that, but we have already gone deep into discount, got rejected and come down. But this is an intraday trade at the end of the day. This is not even intraday, this is intra-session, because if this move happens, that's a $100 move. With the range that we have, that move should be quick. And in regards of this big range, maybe we can go. I'll not mind us going, but we have already gone into this fair value gap. We have tested it. We have swept this liquidity with power. We have turned that into a breaker block. And now it's a matter of creating a lower high, retesting of this area, this fair value gap, and then just dumping and giving us our money and we running away. If it doesn't, then that's fine. That's the risk you take. The probability of this happening is more than the probability of us losing, because that's the win percentage of the strategy, right? At the end of the day, what do you base your trades on? Is your back test. The win percentage of the strategy is good enough for me to say, okay, I'm going to take that risk. That's the only thing you can do. You cannot force this price to go in one direction or the other. Only thing that you can do is What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? So let's see what happens here. Keeping my eyes on this chart. I'm also keeping my eye on this inverted fair value gap as well right over here. So this is out of the way, inverted. Just keeping my eye on these areas to see what happens. Like this could be the move of the day, guys. I'll be very, very honest. This could be the move of the day. And this market could basically just have created a low and just start pumping from here. And it's not wrong, as I said, that if we basically do that, then I would not mind a long later on. That's completely acceptable. Okay, so we are retesting the order block on gold. So yeah, let's wait and see what happens here. As of now, it does look like it wants to go higher. It's creating a higher low. It might sweep this liquidity and then crash again, but we just need to wait and watch. We have taken a trade, we just let it run and let it do its thing. If it stops us out, it stops us out. If it gives us profits, it gives us profit. You basically accept the risk, you move on with the risk. Like yesterday, the trade we took, right? That trade went to TP in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, you had 2.1 hour. Today, that same trade could be a loser, which is completely fine. Oh, let me just take this here. So yeah, it's looking pathetic right now. Let's see if the pathetic changes and it dumps. Even if it doesn't go down, I'm completely okay with it. I'm like not so concerned. Okay. Uh, Okay. Alright, guys, keep asking questions. You want to make me popular or not? Ask good questions so that I can get more followers. If I don't get more subscribers, then I'm gonna stop doing this shit. Hey, I'm kidding. I'm still gonna do this shit. Even if there is one person watching. It's fun. Come on, throw some questions, ask some questions from you. How was your trading yesterday? Tell me about it. What losers did you get? What winners did you get, if any? So, a good rejection. I would love to see a change in state of delivery right now. And I'll move my stops a bit lower, reduce the risk so that I'm just on the safer side. So there is a change in state of delivery. Let's just wait for a fair value gap as well because it was not by too much. It was just like a tiny one. So let's just wait for a fair value gap to form. Otherwise I'll keep my stops where they are. Minus 2R was confident, but the market was not on my side. So minus 2R day is not a bad day. I'll be very honest with you, Nico. So minus 2R basically means that you managed your risk. Having two losers in a day is not like, I mean, I know people who've like blow accounts in like one trade. So you didn't trade the trade yesterday considering PA want to check my discipline. But there were some opportunities, Kumar. There were like London session was clean. Okay, I understand New York was utter shit and I did not trade it either, but I did not trade it for other reasons. But London was really good. You didn't take the trade that we discussed? Okay, let's wait and watch. We have got a fair value gap, 26 seconds to closure. Okay, okay, don't FOMO. Yes, that's good, that's good. There's no need to FOMO. There will be an opportunity. Every minute the market offers an opportunity. It all comes down to how you look at it. It was a US holiday, yes, yesterday, yes. So yesterday was a US holiday, yes. So this is confirmed. With that being said, I'm going to move my stops to the high of this fair value gap. So reduce the risk a little, just, in case it reverses, because it has given all the signals. It has gone up, come down, break a block to order block to break a block, went back in, retested, left a fair value gap on the way down. So if it decides that it wants to fuck us over now, it can fuck us over at any point. So I would rather not let it fuck us over quite a lot. I'll just want it to fuck us over a little bit. Missed the move where we broke your Asia high and waited for good opportunity. Mistake was that I was looking at my CISD model and it was not good. This was a mistake. That was not a mistake in your model, mate. That was nowhere a mistake in your model. If your model did not present itself, it's not a fucking trade. Why do you say it's a mistake in your model? It's not. It's very simple. If there is no model, if the model does not say there is a trade, then there is no trade. You trust your process, you trust your model, you trust your strategy. Because you know how it works, what the results are. You do not think that the price did this and I'm going to FOMO. No, that's not how it works. So if your strategy did not present itself, there was never a trade for you. Which is completely okay, which is completely fine. Sorry for the rant. Sorry. I think I went overboard. I just want you guys to understand, like, trading is not about being in the market every single moment. Trading is about knowing what works for you, making it work again and again, repeatedly, again. Because if you can do that consistently, you will be profitable. It's as simple as that. If you want to be profitable, if you want to be consistent, you just need to know what works. Okay, so we are in a place where I'll be now worried if this market starts coming back higher, just letting you know. We have got the initial price move, we have left fair value gaps, everything looks wonderful for our trade, but at this point we are in a place where I'll be like, just go for it. Don't stop. Sorry, 1 second, guys. So you just don't want it to stop now. You just want it to keep going, keep doing what it's doing, because that is the only way this market's gonna keep going down. Like, momentum needs to continue. All right, 1 minute to closure of this candle, and I hope it leaves a fair value gap, because I'll hate it if it doesn't. Because if it doesn't leave a fair value gap, yeah, this is not going to look good for us. So right now, this is the fair value gap, which will get squeeze till here, I guess. So let's see, 31 seconds. I'm going to check the 15-second chart. Just I want to see what's going on there. It doesn't look that bad. I'll be very honest, as of now at least. I mean, it's not looking it is looking ultra bearish, but it is looking bearish. I'll not say ultra bearish, but it's not looking reversal-esque just now. So fair value gap is left. This is the new fair value gap. With that being said, I'm going to reduce my risk further. I'm not going to take TP yet. I'll take TP later, but I'll reduce my risk and move my stops to this area, because we have left 3 back-to-back fair value gaps, right, on 2 minutes time frame. Like, if these fair value gaps start getting inverted, then most likely this is going to just go higher. So rather than risk everything and just be like, okay, I am the macho man and I don't care what happens in the market. I'm just going to reduce my risk. So good candle as of now at least. I want to see a good closure. No, not this. Come on. Let's see the retest of this fair value gap. If we get inversion here, I'll be worried. A lot worried. So 35 seconds. I want this candle to start rejecting from here. I mean, I'm not so concerned about it hitting stops because now the risk is like less than 1 hour. Like initially it was somewhere around here. So this was what? This was 47 points risk, and now the risk is left to 20, less than 20 points. So like let's say 20 points. I'll just make it 20 points risk. So it's less than 0.5 hour now. So that's complete. That's okay with me to be in the trade. So yeah. Like see, this is your risk management, right? You basically are seeing back-to-back fair value gaps. If the market basically does not want to go lower, and I told you right over here, I want to see this market keep going lower from here because if it doesn't, it's a bad area. Why is it a bad area? You have swept these lows, you have swept it with power, with momentum. But if you don't go lower, what does the market want to do? If the market does not want to go in one direction, it will go in the other direction. And you basically look at that and be like, okay, now if that happens, where will it go? It will go sweep all the highs that it has created just recently. Now, if that sort of price action happens, do you want to put your stops here? No. You want to put your stops in a place where you do not lose as much as you were losing before. So it's just a decision that you make. It's just a way of, telling the market that, hey, yes, you do what you do. I'll do what I want to do. So yeah. Just my way of managing risk. Could be wrong. Some people might have a better way, but that's how I manage my risk. Like if I'm seeing momentum in one direction and the market does not want to go in that direction and want to reverse, then why should I be part of that trade? Yes, I'll give you enough space and time to do it, but if you just don't want to do it, then yeah, fine, stop me out for smaller loss and then I'll be out of the market and I'll come back later. But it still looks fine to me. I mean, as of now, it's still okay. The only concern is, as Kumar said, this man, Dow Jones, has still not swept the London low. Sorry, the Asia low or New York AM low, my bad. He has still not swept it. So either it will force everything down to go sweep it, or it will be the SMT and the market might reverse. We'll see. We'll get to know pretty soon. Either ding will tell us, either the TP ding or the stop loss ding, either of them will tell us. Alright guys, questions. Throw some questions. Oh my god, gold is just dumping. Pam pam pam. Gold is just dumping. Let's see. Nothing to see on gold yet. Was there a fair value gap here as well? High is 24703.25, low is 24703.75. Yes, a tiny 50-cent fair value gap is here as well. So there's a tiny fair value gap right over here. Cool. So the market has decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna start moving now. I'll keep my eyes. My stops are on minus 0.5 hour now. It's not above here. It's now moved down to 24/7 to 2.75. So reason being, we have already shown three fair value gaps towards the downside back to back. I do not want my exposure to remain the same. I want my exposure to be reduced so that I do not blow my account if something wrong happens. So just calculative decisions on where the market is, what the market might want to do there. So do the same. Please do not overexpose. There's no use. Because now I doubt it's gonna go lower. I think it's done what it wanted to do and that's it. Worst thing, I haven't taken a TP, so that's something. But where would I have taken a TP? Like this was the area. Like this was the area I was looking for, so that's fine. Like if I wanted to take a TP on this, it was this area. So there was no other liquidity I could see. Like this liquidity was too close. This push was very good and showed that the market might want to go lower. But yeah, let's wait and watch. Let's see what it does here. Our stops are above this candle's high, so it's still not hit logically. But the market is showing strength. I'll be very honest. It is strong candles at this point of time. Okay. No, this trade is not valid. So why is this trade not valid? Even though it might show everything is there. So liquidity sweep, order block to break a block. Everything is looking good. If we close above, yes, it should be a trade. But the reason is because we are leaving relatively equal lows and untouched liquidity down below. So you would want that liquidity to be swept. So that is like how you see this market. Like this, when you're trading the break a block strategy, you need to see what you are leaving, what liquidity have you swept and what liquidity have you left. If you haven't left any liquidity, that is great. It's a lovely trade. But if you're leaving liquidity, then you basically try not to take that trade. Because you will get another opportunity. Like opportunities will present themselves throughout the day. So it's all about just waiting and watching. So let's see if we can, if this market is kind enough to us and it's going to be like, hey, I just wanted to see whether you are going to get scared with me inverting those fair value gaps, but you did not, so I'm just going to go lower. If that's the price action we get and we are able to break this low, I'll move my stops to break even or just to this high, not break even, just a slight loss that would be. But otherwise, if it stops us out, it stops us out. That's another story. But if we break this low downwards, then I'll move my stops to this high. But yeah, wait and watch time. It's see, as I said in my, like in psychology, in trading, some people they want to be right, right? Their goal is not really that I want to, I want to be consistent. Their goal is I want to be right. So if your goal is to be right, you will most likely never make money. Like 95% chances are that you will fail. If your goal is to be consistent, that I will do this repeatedly again and again, then that is when that is when you will start making, real money, because that's when you'll stick to your plan, you'll stick to your guns, and you'll let the market do what it wants to do, because price requires time and space to do anything. So for price to do what you want it to do, it requires time and space. If you don't provide that to it, it will be most likely never be able to reward you with anything. So yeah, let's just give it time, just give it space, let it do what it's doing. If it goes in our favor, really good, like amazing day, start of the day. 2 hour, amazing day, amazing start to the day. We all can be happy. If it doesn't, then yeah, I mean, can't do much about it, isn't it? All you can do is chill. 606.25. Okay, I've had my TP in the wrong place. By the way, guys, there are two referral links here. If you guys ever need it, please use them. I'll get some cash. Money, money, money. Or with TradeZilla, I don't even get money, to be honest. With TradeZilla, I get $6 or no, $50. I don't remember. You get credit. Like my TradeZilla is gonna be free for like 1 month maybe. So if you want TradeZilla or you want Funded Next account, there are two basically codes that I've put there. I mean, I trust you guys to use it. Don't use anyone else's. And do not use it because you will get discount. Plus these companies are already eating our money, man. Let's at least get something back. If not, use someone else. Let's see. I mean, it's weird price action, I'll be very honest. Oh, I want to breathe, man. This mask is shit. Ah, so nice. Yes, I'm back now. So we inverted that fair value gap and now again are trying to break below, which I like. And again, see guys, this is the impulse move down, right? And where did we go? We went into the discount of the impulse move and now we are trying to go to the lows. So once you have broken the 50%, your expectation is that you are going to go towards the lows and you should not be going back towards the highs. So if the trend continues, if the trend is strong enough, that's the clause right there. So if the trend is strong and if the trend wants to continue lower, it will basically take this low, then it will take this low, and then it will extend towards this 0.618 on the downside. So yeah, that as of now it looks okay. I will not say good. I would say just okay. Chances of this hitting our stop loss, I would say, is around 60%. Chances of it hitting right now our TP is 40%. So yeah, let's see which one wins. The reason chances of stop loss is more than the chances of TP is because we moved our stop loss. Flush at, I mean, possibly anything can happen. A pump at London Open. If a flush happens at London Open, I would be happy in 3 minutes time if it doesn't stop us out by then, or a wick goes up and stops us out as well. But yeah. With the news coming in, I mean, this will be, I think this week will be very, very tough for traders. I'll be very honest. It will be a tough week. Some people will clear so many accounts that you will basically be like, what the hell is going on? But overall, this, for people who use consistent strategies, it will be very tough for them. Because the stops are going to be wide. Yeah, it's going to be full of volatility. And volatility is needed to make money. I'm not saying it's not needed to make money. I'm not at all saying volatility is bad. Volatility is really, really good. But some people, some traders have consistent strategies that they play with. Yeah, for them it's gonna be a minefield. Am I one of them? I would say yes. It will be a minefield for me. I'll be reducing risk in New York session and mostly trying not to even trade New York session. So if I get a trade in London and I win that, I'll most likely call it day. Like I would not want to risk New York session this week. Sometimes just let price do what it wants to do, right? Why do you want to be part of the market always? Just sit it out. So still waiting to see what happens. Do we get any sort of displacement towards the downside? If we displace, that would be good. If we don't, then I'll be worried at 9 a.m. We have NFP. NFP should be already done, ma'am. Or sir, sorry. I thought that was Daisy. Sorry, Kumar. How can NFP happen this Friday, bro? It's the first Friday of the month. NFP is mostly first Friday of the month. We'll check it out. I'll check it out. First Friday or Wednesday, I can't remember. First Wednesday of the month. No, I can't remember, honestly. So that's your London Open now. Initial down. Let's see how this candle reacts. So this is volatility injection, right? Not as compared to what happens in New York, but this is the first volatility injection for London session. So yeah, you will see price go up, down, up, down, up, down, and then take a direction from there. So let's just check it out. Forex Factory. No NFP, bro. There is no NFP. NFP is always first Friday, I think. So if I go to last week, that was the first Friday, wasn't it? No, previous week, week before that. So this was the first Friday of the month. And you would have NFP. Friday, Wednesday, whatever it is. Delayed, okay. I didn't know that. Let's see. But why isn't Forex Factory showing it then? Was there a tweet or something that came out that they will announce it on Friday? Kumar, was there a tweet or something that came out? I remember I saw a tweet saying that they are planning to release some numbers, but I didn't know what numbers. So very good open candle as of now for the bulls for sure. But yeah, just keeping an eye. I'm not so much concerned as the risk is too low now. We don't have full risk. We don't have full risk position anymore. So I'm not so concerned. Obviously, very slow price action. You don't want to see that sort of price action. For me, what I want to see is I enter a trade, it goes to my TP, I'm out of the trade. But it is what it is, and it's basically showing bullish signals more than bearish signals. So all we can do is wait and watch and let it play out. I can't, as I said, I will move my stops to break lower when we take out this low, and we haven't taken out that low yet. So I can't move my stops down to here. They will stay where they are. So there are two decisions that I make. Either I close the trade or I let it do what it wants to do. And what do you guys think is the best decision? So someone tell me, what is the best decision to do? Is close the trade or let it do what it wants to do? Okay. Tell me, what do you think is the best decision right now? Close the trade or let it do what it wants to do? Nico, Daisy, Kumar, Cuisinaire, anyone who's watching, leave it. Exactly. You took a trade based on certain, things. Closing it just because price is doing whipsawing in an area is the worst thing you can do to your portfolio, you can do to your mindset, you can do to yourself, and you can do to your family. Why family, Because you will do it, and then the price will go in your direction. You'll be pissed throughout the day, and that shit behavior will reflect in your normal, life. So the best thing to do is you took a trade, let it do its thing. What's the worst that can happen? A stop loss will be triggered. I was trading with one of my students, right, a couple of days back, and we were discussing. I told him the trade. He took the trade, and then what he did is he closed it before he went into a meeting. So the guy closed the trade before he went inside a meeting, and that trade went for 3 hours. And I asked him, that was good profits, right? And he said, oh, I closed it because I was going in a meeting. I'm like, didn't you have stop loss? He said, oh, I was scared. I'm like, dude, that is what stop loss are for. Stop loss, job of a stop loss is to reduce your risk, right? So always remember, leave it as it is. Don't play around with your stops until a break of structure happens, a change in character happens. Hello, Nick. That's the first time I'm reading your name, so welcome. Okay, it's looking good. Still just going to wait till London low. I have put a limit order over here for half position close. So just gonna let it do its thing. At this candle's close, I'll move my stops to break even though. Because if it turns from here, I don't want to give it back to the mark. Like, I don't want it to take my loser loss as well then and everything and then fuck me over and all that shit. I just don't want that to happen. So if it closed below, it didn't close below, so I'm going to keep my stops where they were. If it would have closed below, I would have moved my stops to break even. But this is not looking good, like not good candles. Not at all. Like, you want displacement below lows. This is lack of displacement below lows. Like, this does not look good. This is market saying that, oh, see, I told you I'm going to go lower, but I've basically grabbed all the people who wanted to short and take me lower, and I'm going to close like this. It might still go lower, but this candle in itself, this individual candle does not give you confidence. So yeah, just wait, let it close below, and then we'll see. Also, if I take TP1, I'll also move. So if this candle goes TP1, I'll move it to break even as well. Not yet hit, so it's still waiting. Now, why I am waiting and not taking a TP right here? So there's two reasons. Number one, according to the rule of this strategy, welcome. So according to this strategy, this basically wants to take, you basically are trading liquidity to liquidity, right? So liquidity to liquidity, you're basically, that's what you're trying to do. And that's TP1, guys. So take your TPs, and that's the flush that we were waiting for. So TP and the flush is here. I'm going to move my stops to break even first. And then I'll close off candle, I'll decide what I want to do. Until then, it's break even. So 30 more seconds, and then I'll decide what I want to do. Until then, I will stay break even. So it all depends on how this candle closes now. The next, stops. I'm going to check out 15 seconds to see the reaction of the low. That's fine as of now. I don't mind that sort of reaction. Okay, that's a good close. I'll put my stops above this candle. High. So 2-minute candle, 2-minute candle body will be my stops. Because if this gets inverted, that means this market has swept all the liquidity down below, and then it is inverting everything. So, and YM has also basically swept the lows, I think. Yep, YM has now swept the lows. So I don't see any reason for this market to turn back and engulf the whole candle itself, because it will engulf it, right? At the end of the day, if this goes above and closes above this body, then it will engulf everything. So why do you want that to happen? You would not, right? Like, I would not. Why would you? So TP1 done at around, I don't know how many are, I'll need to check. So if I place my original stop, TP1 was done at around 1.13 R. To be honest, I got my TP right over here, so 1.3 R. Like, it basically slipped me, and I saw it, and it was like a massive slip. And this will be around 0.6 R. So it would be a good trade overall. I don't mind such trades. I really don't mind them. Not looking good. I would have loved to see us leave a fair value gap right over here, but that's not a good looking candle. Like after a sweep of liquidity, that's not a really good looking candle. So my mind is right now going towards, does this, you know, was this the area that it wanted to reverse from? If this is the area that it wanted to reverse from, and you see a change in state of delivery right over here, right? If, let's say we get stopped out and you see a change in state of delivery right over here, this could be the move that you basically want to trade throughout the day. So taking a long from here, stops underneath this, and literally aiming for previous day high, which would be somewhere around here. So that would be a 4-hour trade. That's a trade that I would not mind taking if it really does what I'm thinking it wants to do. But I still don't I'm not gonna put my money on it. I'm stopped out now. So I am out of this trade. Just for your confirmation, so 1.3 plus 0.6, so 0.3 plus 0. So around 1 hour overall, 383, so around 1.2 hour for me. But yes, not a bad start to the day. You move your stops for this reason, you wait for things to happen for this reason, you just make sure you're following your plan for this specific reason. Do you guys understand? Do you guys have any questions in regards of this trade before I call it a day and let you guys off to your daily jobs and daily work? Any question you have regarding this trade, anything, I'm happy to answer. Textbook, it is, sir, it is. Lovely. Looks like no one has any questions, and this was a beautiful stream. This was amazing. A lot of discussions, a lot of things happened. Really, really happy the way the market moved, really happy the way we all managed our trade, and we all basically played it out. So looking forward to tomorrow. See you guys. Take care.